Can you? There's a Sunbow right there. Bunch of them today. I can't see a damn thing from this angle. I just woke up. Sleeping fucking since like 1. Okay. What the fridge? He did lick the fridge. Sunbows everywhere. What's up, Kifferton? Oh, fluffy fuck.
Bite him.
Hey, Heather, how are you? I don't know if you can see it, but the two on that side. Yeah, you can see that. So we got 3 Sunbows and a lot of scalar waves going out there. I took me an old man nap today. Definitely required. All right, you ready to go back?
Maybe.
We're down at the mailboxes. Mike and Cheyenne's. Hope y'all are having a good day.
Chico.
I got my food stamps yesterday. Woo! Early this morning. So we got milk. We'll scoot back down. Look at the energy above the sun. All of the ripples in the cloud.
Very normal.
We were literally seeing mean breaks in the sky the other day. Something you normally see in an oscilloscope.
In the clouds.
In the clouds formed. We were live then too, weren't we? I know it was.
Yeah.
was pointing it out. The aero clouds, the boomerang looking things, look like fucking
Little boomerang in the sky.
just lining up. Then they hit the square. Boom. Hit the sine, cosine. Right there. Just back. Got the double fucking whammy and had the square form right in the sky. Right in the clouds. Mike broke bad, Googled that shit. Said ain't no clouds about it, but it does give physics. I was like, yeah, it does. They ain't got no boomerang clouds.
A boomerang cloud. Because fuck you.
But he did a good job breaking bad on that definition of why it was going on. Like, oh yeah. For physics reasons for what we're seeing. I don't know which way to point for sunset. It's going to be pretty either way.
All over the place.
I guess we should probably point towards the loop lights.
Just throw the phone.
Because they're more entertaining. And it's just beautiful to see the western or the east at sunset. It's the west. I don't know, you can move too. Fucking pull around, look at the sunbows for a while. There's a lot of just hanging out around the sun.
Very normal.
Yep.
Do not mistake it for abnormality. It's immensely normal.
Yeah, sun in the post. I don't want to run over them. I didn't know I was going to do that. Coming this way for now. Oh, caramba.
Go bite him, Chico. Get him.
Get this ball fire out of my eye.
No. You're not. Bite him. He's showing weakness.
Here's our bows.
He's showing weakness, Chico. Bite him.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him.
But Patrick was in here just a couple days ago. I saw coffee today.
Chico.
I get him on Messenger.
Chico. You're small.
Glad to see you're here.
You are, Chico. You're small.
Watch. Cheeky Ito.
Fight him for
You're a
that.
bully.
Take that shit.
You're a bully.
Fight him. Fight him, Chico. Fight him. Get him. Don't take his bullshit. Get him. Tell him. Tell him.
Yahtzee. I like Yahtzee.
No. Nine.
Oh yeah, you have to look at Sunbow, so don't you? You can't just listen to
Don't
them.
point at it. Your fingernail might fall off.
I'm not. I didn't point at shit. Point the camera.
Chico. Small. An instigator. Heavy instigation right here, Chico.
Yep, gotta actually look at it. Damn it. You can't just walk around listening to the sunset.
I want to listen to the sunset.
How fucking convenient. Love it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing here in Arizona. You get a full sky view of this thing going on. We call sunset. I slept most of the day today. Figure I might want to wake up and say hi.
Arrow. Leave them to question.
What I did, you see, they had these baklava trays at Walmart for 75 cents off. They only come up to like $2. So I bought me 4. And then I ate one and passed the fuck out. that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Holy shit. This is where I'm at with the whole thing. I found it nap time to be useful.
Don't take your bullshit, kid. Tell him, Abe.
Yes, I ate the whole tray of baklava. How you doing? Coffee. Talking about my diet, trying to gain weight.
Eat him, Get him. Take his bullshit. Get him. Let loose your rage, Chico. Tell him.
Oh, he's so vicious and angry.
Unleash your unbound rage.
We
On
should have
him, Chico.
renamed his ass fucking Marduk.
Unleash your unbound rage. Eat him.
I about said Heather was just asking about you.
Chico.
He was just showing me some Canadian Sunbows too. Yeah, I saw there was another volcano freaking out. And people were freaking out over the volcano.
Mm-hmm.
We got troops in New York City and bombs going off everywhere over here.
touching the orange fucking squares.
Yep. Touching it.
Oh.
Somebody better hook up a gear. Don't you think?
No,
Little baby Shanks ain't gonna do it.
go bite him, Chico. Go bite him. Go fucking bite him. Get him.
Good thing for Kiff, it doesn't have to be on yet.
Go bite him, Chico.
Oh, Kifford.
Get him, Chico. Get him.
Ow, God. Whew. Okay, yay, the bows are still there. Hey, Mike.
Get in here.
Some people are starting to fucking come around, huh? A little late, but we can heal that. Nice coffee. We're lining up, man. Alice, on to you. I'm glad you survived. Food poisoning sucks. Are you sure? We're sure it's food poisoning, not alpha gal. I hope. Are they freaking out over what they've done, Michael? Is that what they're freaking out about? I'm guessing. Well, see, now that's ooh. That's what I told everybody was going to be the worst part of this, because they're going to tell you what they did,
Then run away.
and then everybody's going to freak the fuck out. I literally said that'll be the worst part of this. I know I did. I know I did.
Chico.
It's like they're gonna tell you what they did, and they're gonna get this fucking thing on the road with that. They're gonna freak, and they do know Trump's the one that pushed it through safety regulations and shit, right? They ain't looking for 2025 to be led by some fucking hero. I know there's a lot of people out there that are cheering for the guy that literally pushed through irreparable heart damage for 100 million people in this nation alone. It's 1/3 the population. Well, it starts coming out in peer review and it's everywhere on the wall. Yeah, people are starting to notice. They still expect old Donnie to run us through 2025 though without a bruise. He's gonna stop all the wars, stop the madness with the mRNAs. He'll make the plants grow again. Glenn, how you doing, brother? Good. Singing and dancing is good for us. This one's still going on too.
Chico.
I was dancing and singing until I took a nap. I was like, damn, I don't want to get up. It's about a pretty time of day. It's almost time for long nap time at night. Not an hour idle. Yeah, I know. I've heard he's going to come and rescue us from all that. I'm like, wait a minute. He's the one that forced it through. He forced it through federal safety guidelines and measures and shit that was set there to keep us safe. And now there's 1/3 of the fucking entire population, 100 million, that actually have irreparable heart damage, and they're naming that as the reason. I'm like, well, huh. Yeah, I mean, are you serious? Wow, he's going to save us from what he caused. Over the common cold. The common fucking cold.
Made it more dead.
That's crazy. Sunbows everywhere. They're under someone's spell.
Chico's. It's his fault.
I mean, that's pretty much as cut and dry and black and white as you can get, I think.
Chico's fault. Oh, look. Look at you. You're small. I am the small. Are you small, Chico?
The excuses, the narrative, whole fucking scene is just lame. It's like it's a little worse than B rated, I think. It's like low budget scripting.
Chico, did you budget the movie?
Chico's in charge. That's the problem.
Yep.
Let's see now. I didn't know you were actually in charge, Chico. I just thought you were over here making a bunch of noise. No wonder things are so fucked up.
It's all Chico's fault.
You need to hand over the reins to Kiff. He's just a puppy.
He's all like, why are you not loving me with that fucking hand of yours?
He's just a puppy. He wouldn't work against us. He might shit on my floor, but he ain't gonna hide my shit, Chico. He ain't gonna hide my shit. He's just a teeny dog.
Chico, what are you working against us all for?
Oh, he's the wrath of Chico.
Tell him. The rage knows no bounds. Arr. Tell him.
He should have been named Marduk.
Tell him how little your reach. Oh, it's
Good. That's good news.
oh no, Chico. Go get him, Chico. Go get him.
I got propane this morning for ours. Thank everybody for your donations. That keep us warm.
Go get him, Chico. Go get him. Don't take this bullshit. Go get him. You're just a puppy.
It's like what 60 today. Supposed to be 60 tomorrow, but it's dipping into the 20s at night. Still,
Chico, you wouldn't have to be.
as soon as that fucking ball goes down, you can believe this. It starts getting cold. It's already. Yeah, I don't think it hit 60 today. They said it was going to, but these clouds never left. It sure as hell didn't feel like 60 to me.
Hit 58.
Yeah, I heard about all that too. The turbo stuff. Well, see, that's 100 million on top of the people that aren't here, and that's just this nation. That's just the U.S. That's the only numbers I have to run with because that's the peer review. I don't have any other numbers globally, but third pop. I'd say, yeah. Anyway, billions.
Where's Michael gonna come? He's in the chat, isn't he?
Huh?
I said you said Michael was
Yeah,
in the
but
chat?
they're doing stuff over there with he and Cheyenne, and I think deciding on dinners. How about you pull out that pea soup,
Bite him, kid. Get him.
boy?
I heard the man.
Hmm. Taking care of their puppies and everything. all those things I can't actually talk about. I can talk about that one paper that came out. Talk about 100 million people in the United States got irreparable heart damage. But yeah, everybody else on top of that, it's a good chunk of us globally. At what point, because of the sheer accuracy before the lunacy began, should somebody contact me to go testify to somebody in court somewhere? Congress, somewhere. So I've been real loud about it before it started. Everybody thought I was crazy. I called the FBI 3 times one day. They kept hanging up on me. I know they recorded that shit. I got a Facebook full of time-stamped information, just bam, 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 absolutely fucking absolutely right the fuck on correct. Is there one agency, one news channel latching onto it? Nothing. Crickets. Why? Why? Because they all got offered a goddamn hole in the ground. Do you know anyone like that? Because these are our families doing this to us. Ain't some mystery person on the corner. It's our families doing these things to us. We're doing these things to each other for paychecks. Sorry about that too, Sharpie. I just want to know why ain't nobody fucking what? I made so much noise. Look, you make a fucking off comment on Facebook, the FBI's at your goddamn door. They know where the hell I am. They've got my phone number. I hate to say this, but try that rub. Have her try that rub from Forbidden Leaf. I've seen it work pretty good. I do know this much. Rick Simpson oil applied directly on the cancer of melanomas has been known to shrink that fucker down all the way off your arm or whatever. You got to put it on there and have Band-Aid over it and shit. This whole process. If it's aggressive, you got to hit it aggressive. These fucking crazy colors. Crazy patterns. Yeah, the oil. RSO. Put it right on there. Put a Band-Aid on it so it stays there. The latecomer. Sunbow. That's your contribution. That's the best you got in your knowledge box. Son, I'm talking to you. I'm looking at your best contribution sitting on the sink. That's where your mind went with it. You're a scary dude, Seamus.
You didn't say cook it or anything.
I said, why don't you break that fucking pea soup out and see what you can do with it? Holy Mother of God. And you set it on the sink. I'm like, well, and then sat down and started playing your game. So we're going to eat cold shit
What
on the
game
sink.
did I fucking pull out?
I don't know. Thumb in
Because
your
there
ass?
isn't anything there.
How about a game with thumb in your ass? That's sure saw signs of it. God.
Tell him, kid.
You just sitting here. Heather says push-ups, motherfucker. That's where I'm going with this. What the hell? He's too used to me just fucking doing it all, isn't he? Oahu, that would be Hawaii, right? My God, the lady's got access. She got access to the good shit. How you doing, Kathy? Welcome back. Terry, get some RSO and throw it on top of it. It's all you do. You put it on the topically, on the skin, on the melanoma, and then you put a Band-Aid over it.
Why are there 2 measuring cups in there?
Because I'm a psycho dad. That's what I dip things. Dip in there and get the
Why
soup
was
with.
there 2?
Because I had 2 pots going last night.
Bullshit. Why did you?
One of put that shit on the stove. Start heating it.
No.
God. I think you need to give me at least 20 push-ups. At least 20. I'd say 50. Just fuck. Need some work. That's got to go on the lowest setting. Or you'll scorch my fucking soup. Then I will show you what a steel toe is for.
Throwing out the window.
My God.
The steel toes are for throwing out the window. Ouch.
Yeah, we're at Mike and Cheyenne's. It's just, it is an amazing scene out here. I gotta agree. Then we got the mountains all the way over here. All this sky. It's not very colorful yet, but it's coming up. You can see it lining up for a pretty sunset.
And then there's the leaf light.
Yep. Yeah, we were watching them all night last night too. Loop lights. dog sitting. That's not such a bad job. Well, somebody's up to something. I don't know. That's where I'm at on it. I don't. It's. I haven't paid it much attention. I mostly laugh at it. To be honest. Oh yeah, that's got to be fun. I like huskies. Beautiful dogs. Oh, that's way too high.
Oh shit.
And give it a swirl. Yeah, it is. And give it a swirl. Why is your lighter on?
There's no lower setting.
Move. Jesus Christ on the popsicle stick.
You said it was, and there is no lower setting.
Move. Again, please. Is a lower setting. You just gotta want it. Blew the fuck yourself, Chico.
Bite him. Bite him, Chico. Bite him.
You tell Mike and Cheyenne there's enough soup for everybody. Be right back. And that magic, we're back. Well, we see all kinds of stuff. I don't know what they are, though. They might be drones. It's like a star will flash on in the sky and then flash off. Then flash on about the same spot it was. Flash off.
And then zoom.
Then we got that all over the desert. Flashy zoom darkness. Flashy zoom darkness. Kind of crazy out here watching the light show at night.
You look like a fucking papa eater.
We got to turn around for that shit, though.
Why are you yelling at me? What are you talking about?
We got troops on the streets of New York City running around in the subways and everywhere. Streets of New York City. U.S. troops running around protecting us.
Puppy down. Puppy down. Get the puppy. Get the puppy.
Oh, he needs better rubs. He's like, God dang it, I am going to eat you. Get him, Kiff. Don't do that.
Tickle in the ear.
Oh, tickle you.
Chico, why don't you bite him? picking on your baby puppy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I hear you. I hear you. Doesn't mean I give a fuck though, does it? Oh, poor Chico. Poor little Ito. He's just little.
Tickle, tickle.
You upset he's got that big dog in his lap?
Tickle,
Huh?
tickle.
Are you upset he's got that big dog in his lap? He won't let you in.
Tickle,
He's like, fuck you.
tickle. Tickle.
Fucking Chico.
Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. Just a puppy.
Let him up. Let him up. Stop tickling him. He looks like he's in torment. All he wants to do is sniff Chico butt.
Bite him, Chico.
Little Kifferton. Was he tickling you? He swears he just. You done fuck yourself again, Kim. You did that. I seen it.
Your puppy. He wandered into the hands of
That's
the
funny.
poor kid. Chico. Small.
I tickle you.
Mm.
Tickles. Oh, tickles. Tickles.
Oh, I think that is absolutely bullshit. Myself, Chris or Kathy. I think it's absolute bullshit. And that Impossible channel.
You kicked yourself.
You know. Mr. Impossible. He won't talk about any damn thing going on in the sky because he don't know. I mean, seriously, I've watched his channel. I've watched his channel enough to like have subscribed a long time ago, and then I don't subscribe anymore, and I avoid watching that channel because I watched it enough to realize he's one of them, and I just don't waste my time watching one of them. That's all. When he actually comes out with some good stuff, let me know. Something you can actually prove or look at yourself, kind of like, hey, look, the moon's doing a cartwheel and it sure as hell shouldn't. That'd be just a real simple thing for him to do, but he doesn't. He doesn't and he won't. What's more important than your planet laying down on its side? Making the weather go crazy. Answers too many of his questions. Why in the hell why don't these people want to sell truth to people instead of clicks for next week? I guarantee it would get an awful lot more reaction if the man gave truth you could prove and fucking function with. But you know why he has hundreds of thousands of people on both channels? The same reason Derek Bros has hundreds of thousands of people after trying to murder his wife and run off to fucking Mexico. Because they're the ones they want you to look at. That's why. Just saying. If they can prove me wrong, I'd like it. I'd like it if any of them, Ben Davis, any of them, prove me wrong. Give your subs something they can sink their teeth into. I ain't never seen anybody do that over there with hundreds of thousands of subs. They don't even let me talk on channels like that. The crazy things I've been saying starting to sound less crazy.
Chico.
I don't see that's part of the distractive grassy knoll bullshit though, you know. It's like they'll do that. Oh, well, I'm investigating this. Really? Kind of like the FBI investigated that drone that was sitting around and they went and confiscated it and had to take it back. I'm just saying. Well, I am going. If I say something, it's something I could prove in a court of law, unless I denote that I couldn't prove that in a court of law. I will be honest with you. I'm not going to embellish because the things I say are life and death, as we're seeing in the fallout after this last thing I was screaming about for the last couple years. You haven't seen one drone and they make them in your town? That's funny. They're probably fucking Chinese. I mean, come on, we're fixing to get raided. They're laying out territories and shit. They're scanning and fucking doing their thing, rehearsing. All right, we're gonna hide out over here and act like we're hiding from the U.S. government while the U.S. government goes over here and sets up a bunch of patsies so we can blow them up. That's the way that's gonna work. So let's fly the drone over here and get a map on this area. You know, I mean, seriously, you're literally watching war happen without a shot fired because your government's helping them.
Now what? Restart.
To me, in my mind, they're probably Chinese scouting drones. That's why they're being so quiet about it and so mysterious. They know exactly what they are. They know what fucking color underwear you got on. Last time you wiped your ass, probably what color that is. You tell me they don't know what them drones are. They got satellites to read motherfucking license plate all the way down. They got fucking yeah, they know what they are. Our government knows exactly what's going on. They just take great pleasure in lying to us. They sure as hell knew who the hell shot John F. Kennedy. They covered it up and made her a hero. Then they used grassy knolls to distract everybody. Oh, don't look in the car. Look in the grassy knoll. Look at the. And if you're going to look at the car, look at the driver. The driver did it. He reached all the way back, shot him in the head
Here you go.
while he wasn't looking.
He did it at the speed of light. Camera couldn't catch it. Here you go.
I looked at it one time and I was like, oh, Jesus. That lady just shot her husband. You can see, if you literally watch her, you can literally see the silver object she pulls out,
Here you go.
puts behind his ear, watch the recoil, watch the smoke blow through the top of his head all at the same time. Boop, boop, boop. Then she tosses the thing in between the convertible and the back seat.
On camera.
On camera, broad daylight, Dallas, Texas, jumps out the exact trajectory the first bullet came in, as if she was going to jump into the next bullet instead of trying to escape. No, she. Holy crap, she did it. And they made a hero out of her. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Onassis Kennedy, all that good. She was Miss Queen of the fucking USA for until she died. You got honey potted. A president, you literally watched the honey pot happen. Oh my goodness, that's pretty.
Oh shit.
Pretty's creeping in.
Oh shit. Not pretty at all. Ugly.
Yeah, after 70 years of being hidden right in broad daylight, I just got to shake my head. Raise my hand a little bit, be like, I know who shot JFK. I just seen it. Broad daylight in fucking Dallas, Texas.
White.
I watched the whole parade just to see the lineup and everything. I didn't know where the bullets were going to come from. Then right as the moment come, I just started watching him. I saw the first one come through his neck. Saw it. You can see it happening. It's like, boop. And she saw it, realized it wasn't deadly, and put a deadly one in his head. That actually surprised me too. Yep, missing Judith too. I hope she's feeling okay. You too. See, I don't have her on Messenger. I do, but she don't use it. I get to talk to Coffee and Sparky a lot. Sparky shows me pretty pictures. Coffee showed me some pretty pictures today. It is. That's what I said. Here comes the pretty. Here it comes. I see it creeping up. Fucking beautiful sky. Pretty, pretty Arizona. Uh-huh. You. Yep, you and Coffee. Both of you. Fucking Canadian fear porners. Porn stars. Love it. Love my Canadian fear porns. She is definitely one of our stronger magnets. I was getting red. Stir the soup. Oh, excuse me, Pepperton. Soda boy. Got this soda up in me. Oh, I'm a special little soda boy. I made it through the whole day with no coffee. I can't say that about my Ovaltine, so we have plenty of that. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a pretty sunset. It's all fading out though because the clouds are so permeating over there. Red at night, sailor's delight. Sure have a lot to be delightful for. I do anyway. I'm just happy to be here. Beautiful day, beautiful end to a beautiful day. I got to eat baklava all morning and pass the fuck out. I rested most of the day and fed my face. Walmart got that shit on 75% off for everything Christmas, man. I was walking around throwing shit in my cart. I got 2 boxes of baklava. I rung them up. I was like, fuck, $2. I ran over and got 2 more. Like, I ain't gonna have baklava until next year again. I need 2 more of these boxes for $2. Fuck, they're usually $8. I know, right? I almost got the last 2, but I was like, I better leave some for somebody else. Somebody come in having a baklava Jones like myself. See none there. Oh no. A big smiley face. I see that. That's funny. Right in the center of the picture, too. Fucking happy, happy clouds. Fucking Pop Ross. Oh, shit. He got a little happy cloud. Oh, shit. That's messed up. Night rolls in. You got the pretty little feathery looking clouds over here. It's going purple right there. Yeah, they're sleeping.
They're sleeping.
Kiff's over there sleeping with Chico. He's on his little throne. His blanket throne. Mm-hmm. It might start barking again. I don't know. I'm in the habit of waking mine up all the time. Get up, boy. Yeah, little ones. When he was little, I let him sleep as long as possible. You bet. Come to think of it. Every time he'd lay down for a nap in the daytime, I'd go out and work. I always had the kiln running just in case he decided to take a nap during the day. I could run out there, it's already hot. That was when we were in Fresno. I had a separate garage. I had two baby monitors because it was one wasn't strong enough to talk to its base in the garage, so I had to play relay, set a monitor up, listening to the other monitor, so I'd know what was going on in the garage. I'd hear him stirring in there. I'd fucking work time was over and run back in the house. I did that for the first 4 years while he was just being a baby, and it started getting easier about 5 and 6. I got almost full days in. Get him watching some Blues Clues or something and doing homework. Started him schooling him too back then, about 5. If he was one of them babies that stayed up all day, when he was young, I would have fucking not been able to afford having him. I would have had to sell him to the gypsy polar bears or something. I don't know. I didn't get much sleep as it was the first 3 years, but fucking yeah, I was lucky. He'd sleep in the daytime too. He'd always take a nap. I didn't have no babysitter. I just worked at home. cook on dinner. Come on in.
Oh, bueno. How's getting better before people started messaging me? It's been a weird long day.
I slept most of
I'm glad I didn't sleep most of it. Shoot, I slept for, I don't know, at least 3 hours after I messaged you. About that, maybe. Come on. Had to be shortly after I messaged you.
Yeah.
After you mentioned the coffee and going down to the turnaround.
Mhm.
Because my phone was still on messages when I woke up. So like it had to happen like real shortly after. Shoot, last week you should have seen it. I was laying down and I'm researching for like hours, watching, and I fell asleep and the phone fell and smacked me in my face.
We've done that one a few times.
I just told myself, well, at least it was during research instead of playing a video game or something, watching a movie, Shut up! Oh, either another spike or another flyby.
They do that about every night.
Yep, it's almost around the same time.
Mhm.
It's like clockwork. Every time I hear them, I go straight to the radar.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, we're still on. Oh, okay. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, watching sunset.
Yeah, it was looking good today. Nice and colorful. Boom. Let's check it out. See what's going on.
Who's a puppy? He's a puppy.
Oh, the other day I was researching a few things about 2025 and all these other things, their agenda thing, right? And apparently they're gonna shut down Iswal and stuff soon. Interesting.
I'm surprised this wall's been up all this time, bro.
I know, right? I'm surprised they didn't hit that shit 10 years ago or more. Like, especially these last 5. Oh my gosh.
Once Raw come rolling in, I expected heavy fuckery with it.
Yeah. Well, they did delete a lot of
Yeah,
data.
they delete a lot of data. They sure do. But it's still there.
Yeah.
And what data they let through is good. Still good enough to see what's going on anyway, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Especially when we could read it better than the people that made it.
I think they can read it just fine. They just ain't about to come about the truth on it.
Yeah. That's true.
So did Paul like the soup? He says he didn't like pea soup, but if he tried it with bacon, did he like it?
Yeah. Bacon fixes everything.
I know, right?
Like beans, everything, rice, it don't matter. Potatoes.
Did you do the dishes today, the son?
No.
All the bowls are dirty still then?
No.
No?
Dirty. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Oh, all but one. Okay. Got all but one. They're dirty. That's mainly why I asked. I never got coffee this morning either.
No? Okay, well, cool. Then I don't feel so bad.
I've made it through the whole day with no coffee.
Shoot, about half hour ago, I was tempted to message Paul, be like, hey, bro.
Huh?
I was almost tempted to hit up Paul about half hour ago or so for a copy.
I've got coffee.
You want a copy?
Yeah, it's like 3 days without coffee.
Shoot, if I go 3 days without coffee, I'll get the shakes and shit. Shoot. I'll be sounding like I'm detoxing from alcohol. I'll be angry, frustrated. Yeah, I got to have my coffee. Shoot. If I ain't got my coffee,
I almost
Nah.
punched Seamus in the face like 18 times.
yeah, real. Like when I feel myself getting snappy at people and they're like, what's the matter with you? I'm just like, man, I just haven't had my coffee.
Coffee, motherfucker. We'll fight.
Oh, it helps you during the day? Yeah, it helps me, be around people like you. No. Shoot. People wonder why I'm always stoned. Cain or Abel?
Cain. Playing with that gallon bucket in there. The water is old water blue.
He's growling at it?
Huh?
He's growling at it?
Yeah. Rolling it around.
You didn't find that webcam, huh?
No.
Dang. Oh, I did get the batteries though for the fucking night thing. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Should have reminded me I would have put it up last night. I got batteries for the trail cam.
Cool.
So I'm hoping I could hook it up, turn it on, and connect it to my phone. Now I can see what Abel's been chasing. Thinking about setting it around, like putting points around my yard and like just moving it like every day a different position, catch different angles of where he usually goes to and watches. He goes right there, right out that way toward the mountain.
Yeah.
And there's something that always comes from that area. And he'll lay in the same spot every night. And every now and then you'll hear him run the same string, just and fighting something, and then it taking off, and he'll sit there for a minute, and then come back to the house and sit by the van. Because for a while I thought it was coyotes, but we haven't heard coyotes here in a while. Like very rare you'll hear a coyote. Used to be almost every night, huh?
Yeah.
Them boys has been putting in work. Him and Lily.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and Gabriel, shit. I think those coyotes got their own problems themselves. I think they're dealing with some shit out there too.
Oh, here's your bowl of soup, young lady. No, motherfucking grilled cheese.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This used to be your favorite son. At least once a week, she'd be like, I'm gonna treat myself to a grilled cheese. Shoot. This girl was addicted to those.
These are Velveeta cheese, grilled cheeses.
Fancy.
I usually get the block of Velveeta so I can make soup with it or what the fuck ever I want to do.
Yeah.
They make the best grilled cheese. Come get this, if you would. Okay, that's yours though.
I was gonna hang
Set it down on the table like I asked you to do. Thank you, son. I don't want to have to clean up a mess also. I'm a little busy right now. That's your grilled cheese. Here's your soup. I was talking to you. I'll see you after dinner.
Well, it seems having 2 bow shocks is the new normal.
It is, huh?
Soon, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 3, 4. But 2 of them, or that secondary's been there pretty solid, you know?
Yeah.
It hardly ever goes anywhere. So it's pretty safe to say it's here to stay. So many earthquakes today. Oh my gosh. Those some bad ones.
I'd hate to have to kill you, kid.
Fight him, kid. Fight him.
There's more soup too if y'all want more. Come on. Cooperate with me. Thank you, sir.
Chico.
Well, eat you, Chico. Oh, he's guarding my food.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Look at him. He's ready to beat up Kid. Get the fuck out of here, Chico.
Hi, Chico.
I'll beg from the new people. It's all onions and chocolate, Chico. See what I like about Kiff? Give him a little bit of magic food and look at him. He won't move. He knows that's where the magic food shows up. And now and again, you give him a little morsel, he'll just lay there and look into the space beyond his fucking eyes and be like, la la la. He don't even see it coming. That's the funny thing. Get right up to his nose. You got to sniff it first. Someone stank ass finger. Oh yeah, you know that's not pretty food. Fucking Chico though, he'll bite your fucking finger off getting to it. Come on, Chiquito. Sometimes motherfucker.
Yeah, so the main ones that they got on record right now for public information, if you're not looking it up yourself, is Chile, Japan, Port Villa, and Chile again. 7.4, 7.3, 6.8, 6.1.
Oh, so we have had a few sevens today.
Oh yeah, every day we have sevens. From what I recall, it used to be sevens like what, once every 50 years or something. They would say.
Boom, 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 boom.
Now it's like, okay, well, just last week there was an 8.1 split Mexico, or a few months back or something like that. When was that?
I said 4 years ago on Shepherd and Bellis's Shackled to Silence. We're gonna have sevens every day. That was before we were having fives every day.
Yeah.
I said it'll go from fives to sixes to sevens. Then it's gonna shoot to nines.
And it's gonna get to a point where the Earth's not gonna stop shaking. The unstoppable Earth.
Excuse me.
It'll crumble the mountains and all sorts. Man, it's gonna be crazy.
I weren't bowling. I was logically deducing from knowing what situation we're in. How else could you predict something like that happening?
Right?
I know the chemtrailers didn't, and the weather mods didn't. They weren't talking about that. 300-mile-an-hour storms. They're still fucking talking about, oh, storms can't get that strong. Yes, they can.
Shit. Shit. A simple search will tell you that they still occur in our time. Freaking nuts. Some just more than others are worse. A lot of people don't even know about the great flood that happened in California, almost wiped it out. And that was like, what, 40, 50 years ago or something like that? It was like a mile high tidal wave or some shit. Or not a mile. What was it? 30? I don't know. It was huge. And a lot of people were like not taking it serious and like it killed a lot of people. They all went to the beach trying to see it. Like you got the old videos on it. And, like you see him running and all this stuff. Like, what did you expect? What did you expect?
Kind of like going to Yellowstone.
Yeah, people didn't even move. They just stood there. They
Yeah.
just stood there.
They didn't
Like
run.
they didn't run.
Like
or
a lot of
nothing.
them didn't even run. I think they just accepted it. Like fuck.
Mhm.
I mean, they really didn't have an option at that point.
I know. I'm like the dumbass that brought myself here. Might as well fucking eat it up, huh?
I was gonna stay here and not even move. Watch it all happen.
I mean, they complain about, well, the warning systems didn't work. They weren't activated all the time, or this or that. We didn't get warning. And then finally, when you get warnings and stuff, you do the opposite
Mhm.
and then complain about it. They weren't serious enough for me to take them serious enough. No. Like what?
Here, Chico, I stole some from his sandwich for you.
Bite him, Chico.
Now he's gonna bite you. He knows I'm the one that feeds him.
Bite him.
Did you want more soup, Sam?
In a minute.
Feel free.
Okay.
Holy cow, you smashed that whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
She said she was hungry, man.
Even though I had two turkey sandwiches earlier.
Here it is. All right, so September 8th, 2017 was an 8.1. And then May 4th, 2024, 8.1. And then California, 8.1, April 7th, 2024. So we've already been up in the 8s. Just not steady yet. But we're steady 7, so we know what's next. Might skip a few points.
Had a couple expirs today, Coffee said.
Yeah. I had a big one the other day. Should be. I didn't even see which way it went. What direction, but it was supposed to be 50 times bigger than the carotene event. So it probably blew up the backside.
Wasn't this way.
Yeah, I know that. We would have fucking already seen some effects by now.
Oh,
We would have been in a dark stone age. Which wouldn't be a bad thing for me, at least. Can't say that for everybody else, but for those who know how to survive without electric and power.
I'm thinking about it. You don't like this shit, do you?
What is it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Well, I got y'all a motherfucking box of it. It was on sale.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I know what these are.
Uh-huh.
These are the amazingest
fattening.
meat. I don't care. It's been a minute. It's worth it. Shoot.
75% off today.
Damn.
I literally sat here and ate a whole box
I know, I'm afraid to open it.
for breakfast and lunch, and then I passed out.
Mhm.
I was done.
Oh, let's not forget Yellowstone acting up.
Yeah, there's some other shit going on too.
Yeah.
More calderas popping. I'm talking about Appalachia. All kinds of shit. Seems like everything's going on at once, but they like to make it a local event.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was telling a lot of our family members and mine. You know, they're like, you mention all these things, but where do you hear them? We don't hear about them. They're not in our papers or notifications or news or from anybody we know. And I'm like, that's because they're only gonna show it probably once in their local vicinity of where it happened and nowhere else. And then when it does happen and it's a huge event where like buildings, like whole cities are getting demolished, then they block cell phones and all that signals, you know, so that they can't tell people. So you get a few good, you know, pieces of evidence, you know, and information what's going on, and then blackout. Sure, Musk. Sure. Satellite internet to anybody, anywhere, any disaster, any fire.
Shut the fuck up. Everything's normal.
Oh, we forgot to hit the algorithm to send off these AI generated replicas of these cities like nothing changed. Live feeds, so it looks like everything's just normal. It's messed up what they're doing to these live feeds. Now I gotta find freaking people that ain't flipped, you know, and still out there doing their thing and get their live feeds that they post around. You know what I mean? Like I like this railroad guy. He goes down BNSF and he's got a bunch of live cams all the way down the railroad track. You know what I mean? Like every city, every town, and every so often, like he's got a bunch of them. And you can watch them live and see what's going on in those areas. You know what I mean? What's coming on the trains and stuff like that. Like I always watch the one in Flagstaff because I don't trust the live cam anymore up there because that shit switched from day to night for like 30 seconds. And I'm like, what the fuck? And everyone in the chat's like, hold up. What just happened? We got interference or something. I'm like, no. They are just
editing.
yeah, what they did is like they just AI generated a whole day's worth of bullshit and then fucking just looped it. Especially like when storms and stuff are going, that's when you really see cams start acting funny. So I was in there and they were talking about that big old tsunami that was going to California, whatever. Or what was that? Oh no, it was one of them. And I was trying to see like what the storm looked like over there, right? On a live feed.
More.
And the live feed showed that it was nice and calm, people at the beach. But when you look it up and so it's like, yeah, the beaches are closed and I'm like, well, not according to this live feed. And then after a few hours into it, checking here and there and stuff, and then I started watching it real close, see if I can see anything out normal. And then all of a sudden it changed to nighttime. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Interesting.
Just wasted 3 hours. Well, not really. It wasn't a waste because, you know, that was a huge learning point.
Learning point.
So,
Yeah, that's not a waste of time there. But Chico, how is it that you jumped right into where I was going to walk and now kiss right there? Ooh, magic.
Because I was going to sit.
Your puppy.
I'll eat some puppy. Oh, where there's the black moon going to set like a creepy little grin tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucking black moon. I was like, what's it?
I'm waiting for the cat to start talking. Alice in Wonderland.
Crazy. We have a black moon every month. It's called a new moon. You just can't see the damn thing.
Very rare.
It may be a dirty windshield. We're not sure. I can't see anything anyway now. I was cooking dinner. I missed out on it. Looks like sunset's over.
That was a red.
Hmm?
Yeah. And as I was going down, it was red,
Oh yeah,
like a reddish, orangish.
red at night. It's motherfucking sailor's delight. Take that as a good sign. Beautiful orange this morning. I didn't have no coffee.
I haven't had coffee in 2 days.
Really? Oh
Dang, are you on life support?
No.
my god. I got
So here's the
French
turkey.
roast.
Like the sky started lighting multiple colors and stuff, and then a big old face was there.
We saw a big old happy face tonight.
And all of a sudden, fireballs just hit everywhere, but we called them missiles. Big old face there.
Uh-huh.
That's fun shit. Even that's in writings and stuff. The faces in the sky you'll see. It's okay, Chico. We know their technology sucks. And that those spiritual beings are better. Well, not better, but stronger. Their AI's gonna fail them.
Yeah, it's been a very active quake day.
Yeah.
I checked it a couple of times throughout the morning. I haven't looked all day though. I haven't looked at anything all day except for my eyelids. I was searching for cracks, making sure they all good.
Yeah. I added a couple more on mine. Pretty crazy. My phone's to the point where there's a couple cracks where it's got that weird color effect.
We got snow-nados and thunder snow, and all kinds of normal shit going on. I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, thunder snow every day, man. In the wintertime, that's how we did Christmas. Motherfucking get in the basement and hide from the tornadoes.
Now we got fire needles and snow
I mean,
needles.
seriously. I'm like, Jesus Christ, all year long. We had tornadoes up in Tennessee last year. Now we're getting them down in the south all over the place this year. There's more tornadoes at goddamn Christmas than there is in tornado season tradition.
They pronounce them as tornadoes.
The middle of motherfucking summer.
Oh, you should have seen Paul's face when I told him that a few tornadoes were hitting California.
Yeah, I mean, right?
And Paul goes, whatever.
They made them
because I told him like years ago. I was like, that's
They
when
made
you-
a movie.
that too. But I told him, I was like, dude, look, once you start seeing tornadoes happening in California, Texas, and Florida, and places that you wouldn't really expect them.
Well, you'd expect them in
Multiple-
Texas,
Ooh, not in that area.
not in that
Shoot,
area. They
like
have 'em.
hitting straight into cities
Mhm.
on occasion, but not multiple times in a day, in a week.
No, that's an Oklahoma situation.
Yeah, which is weird because I thought they'd be having more than what they've been having.
All my life, I watch TV, and it's always Oklahomans.
Mhm.
We're going to rebuild. No, I would move. My house get flattened down. I'm moving. I tried. There ain't no house there no more. I'm going to go over here.
That's why you put your house underground a little bit, just enough.
Well, it has occasionally. Fuck, it snowed in goddamn Egypt too.
Mm-hmm.
Camels all standing around with snow on their humps,
So,
looking all
hey,
pissed off and shit.
It was snowing in
Like, what the fuck is it? I didn't sign
what
up
was
for
that?
this.
was that
Motherfucking
place
camel
called?
humps freezing.
Sudan or not Sudan? Saudi
Sorry.
Arabia was snowing too. They had
Yeah.
hail,
Hell.
Yeah,
hail real bad,
Uh-huh.
and the camels were like, "What the fuck?" They were getting smacked hard, man. She was crazy.
It is, it is. You know, if the planet was on its side, the weather patterns would be all screwed up, et cetera, et cetera. At least that's what I look at every time I see something like that. I'm like, well, maybe that's what's wrong.
I don't know. That sounds far fetched, man. If that stuff was happening, we would see a change in currents and things.
Yeah, I know, like we haven't. Exactly.
Like, oh, wait a minute, shit. What's reverse?
Everybody be all like, we would be seeing this and that. Well, we are. We
Mhm.
are seeing this and that, silly. And
Go
look,
and check it out, and you'll see it too.
wait a minute, the moon is doing a cartwheel. We set the calendar for that thing rising and setting the same way it looked all the way through the month. It had a little progressive thing, right side lit to left side lit. Now we got right side and left side lit every night. It's like, fuck. Okay, we turned on our side. And that's why the weather's fucked up. Because we got what did it is a lot closer now than when it was when we turned on our side fucking 15 years ago.
Oh, shoot, when the environment's just, or the weather's just right and stuff, like all the
mean breaks in the sky you're seeing.
yeah, when things are just right, you can literally see it. There are moments of the day where, like, you can literally see it going above. I know, well, it's almost every day, but there's right timings to see it.
Yeah.
Depending on location, but yeah,
You see it at night pretty good.
yeah,
That's the kicker.
yeah, it got big, which means it just got really close.
A little closer.
I feel like I can go to Flagstaff and just jump and I'll touch it.
It feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I get vertigo. I start looking at it.
Or
I'm all like,
anything.
fuck, I can't look at that shit no more.
If anything, I'll feel it like a motherfucker more than I do now. Shit.
Takes me a couple of seconds to get my eyes all adjusted to it. Then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, there it is.
Like to the point you could dang near see the canyons.
I know.
Like, what?
If it wasn't in shadow, you could definitely see the topography.
That's why I like looking at it during the day. And then what I do is I flip the image upside down. And that's when it really becomes more clear because your focus changes on your perception of it, right? So if I'm always looking at the image this way, if I turn it upside down, I can see it in another perspective.
Yeah.
And then it'll really pop out because now I got two perspectives that I'm able to see through at the same time.
I seen one of these motherfuckers break through the Cherenkov once. I ain't got no question there. I know exactly what color it is.
Yeah.
Actually, it's more than one color.
Yep.
It looked like a farm planet. It
Yeah.
had done cultivated that shit. Striped something down it, but it was fucking red or green and
Red.
fucking orange and green and
Yeah.
orange. Was
Like a
different.
bluish, like that true blue color. But yeah, I love it.
Tell him, Kev.
Hello. Chico. He doesn't even hear you.
I know,
He doesn't
right?
even see you. You're doing nothing.
If he does, thank you, sir. If he does see him, he thinks he's barking at something that he wants to bark at too. Oh,
Hey,
man,
you
Everything
said-
on that
that was graceful, kid.
He just straight gave up. It was like,
Little puppy.
I fall so much I know what to do.
He's ready to do something. He doesn't know what Chica's barking at.
All right, Chico, stop it. Is there danger everywhere?
Chica's barking at Kiff. Kiff's over here convinced Chico's trying to tell him something's going on. He don't bark at the light because it's the only thing he can see. Poor blind dog.
Chico.
He knows something exciting is happening. He has no idea.
Chico.
He just knows Chico's barking. Chico's gonna kill Kiff. Funny little motherfucker. Man. That motherfucker keeps it warm in here, don't it? Hell yeah. I'm all like fucking thinking, God dang, I'm ready to take off my coat now. It's fucking hot.
Yeah. Once we get those freaking cracks and stuff sealed up, we won't get that
Chico.
little suction fucking, or what is that? That airflow fucking AC unit.
Chico.
And some of those pieces, I'm gonna have to use something different because some of them are pretty gapped.
Yeah, you might have to double up on it.
Yeah. Or triple down. I was able to stick 3 fingers in one. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it just has just that right, like just the angling where it's got that big ass gap and it just flows right through.
Uh-huh. Closed door, put a sock in that shit. Look at my fridge. Socks stuffed all the way across that thing.
Well, I was thinking, because I got so much cardboard, you know what I mean? And so right there where the seats are, I'm gonna put kind of like one of those window things, but just a block right here. And I'm gonna put it across where the seats are, so I can just close off the front of the cab of the van away from where we're at. And now right there will eliminate all that whole side. You know what I mean?
They had some building damage, so they're shut. They were shut for a while. I don't know if they've opened back up or not yet. Sunday. I'm hoping they have a fucking big sale. Yeah, there ain't much business, I guess. Ain't nobody left around that area. Yeah, I haven't called back since I talked to him a couple weeks ago. It might be open back up by now. Tattoo shop. Which one? We might know the same people. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Hey, Mike, you fixing to back up?
You what?
Said you're holding up the works.
Holding it.
Mister hit my pipe. Sit there with, no, let's go another way, man. Come on now. You're as bad as my kid. Pull your head out to Google.
See, I hit the tube sometimes.
That's also Google though.
What?
YouTube.
Yeah, it is actually. Ooh. Motherfucking turtle.
That probably turned out pretty.
I gotta let out some of the pressure.
The thing up there, the focus.
Yeah, those lighters, since they ain't got like that little hole like a Bic does, where it shapes the flame down. It's got that big old gap right there.
Yeah.
So when you fill them up, fucking flame is like twice the size of the lighter.
Yeah. I've been using yours.
So I gotta burn it, release some pressure out of that damn thing.
Oh, whoa, that's some good rope.
Oh, yeah.
Gummies. I gave my last bag of gummies away.
And Cheyenne ate her last 2 for her birthday. She goes, "Yep, I got 2 gummies." She's like, "I take them both."
Hell yeah.
They were strong gummies. Paul's mom took 2 of them, and she came in with this big old smile and like swaying back and forth. She was like, "Yeah, 2 was probably just enough." Now I'm gonna go lay down for a minute and enjoy myself.
She said, "I stoned."
She was staying there for like 5 minutes. She didn't say nothing. And
Best known lung expectorant. Also, as old as I am, I need some of that shit. I smoke cigarettes. So the damn thing keeps me alive, I think.
I'm gonna start growing my own this year.
You get anything you like out of there. Y'all letting us hang out in your yard? What? No, you can't have a goddamn thing. Fuck off. You gave us all that water, but you can't have a cup of it back.
We're used to how the world be sometimes. We're just being polite, man. Shit.
You feel free to grab anything you want to drink. What? No. No, because I knew you wanted some. I was like, fuck that little baby.
But you didn't know I needed some. That's what I was gonna ask you. Your mixture water drink thing that you do. What all do you put in that?
I don't smoke a whole lot.
It's
Just water, lemon juice, and a little bit of apple juice.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, because that stuff helps with my cramps so bad.
Call it apple lemonade.
Apple lemonade. Damn, it even sounds good.
Cut your fucking thirst really quick. A lot better than water. Water and lemon juice cut it better, but I mean, you add a little bit of, just enough to sweeten it, you know. Instead of sugar, you're putting in apple juice.
Yeah. Because I noticed, like, since we getting flooded in with more radiation, been drying out quicker.
Yeah, yeah. You're starting to look parched like the land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
gotta increase the consumption by like fucking 10. But I'm noticing I'm drinking now like almost 2 gallons a day. You know what I mean? Because like I'll drink a whole gallon in a day, and I'll still get
Glenn makes the gummies.
But I do burn off a lot of energy too.
I'll tell you this much: it's making my fucking nose run down my
got
face.
sun in that sky. Make me sweat that much more.
Yep, from the inside though. But it's microwave a bit.
The sun's just UV light.
I'm allergic to the world. More of that mucus I can get out of me, the better.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm literally allergic to the fucking world. They used to think I had TB when I was a kid. I was sleeping with a down pillow.
When they found
I'm
out it wasn't
allergic to
TV,
down.
It was TV. Just kidding.
I'm allergic.
There's allergies. I'm allergic to grass, dust, mold, mildew, cats, dogs, horses,
That's
peas,
crazy.
beef. I actually have the allergy to beef since I was a little kid, but it doesn't affect me. But I'll eat the fuck out of it. It don't hurt me.
So far, I haven't found anything I'm allergic to or nothing. Like,
Grass, cats set me off, man. The cold,
yeah.
fucking, it gets cold, bro. My fucking nose just goes poof.
That's why I've been trying to show you, like, or tell you about, heating yourself up instead. You know what I mean? For real. It's going to be useful for when it gets really, really cold. And when resources run dry. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have to be self-sustainable. Self-efficient.
Fuck that, I'm gonna hop on my magic carpet and go on down to Peru. I think I'd rather have to flamethrow a couple of fucking flying spiders than freeze to death. Every time I'm ready to pick that one up, this one comes back. I am fucked up.
Because we got a chip in the circle, man. So it's coming back around quicker.
Yes, old. Be 12 and 8.
Well, there's one vitamin that a lot of people think that they're still getting, but they're not. And that's vitamin D. And they're blocking some of the stuff that you need from our sun. Vitamin D.
Drink the fuck out of some milk. It adds to my mucus. It's a great vicious battle.
Yeah, I realized as a kid I was different when me and my cousin ran through this field and my mom started yelling and screaming, and then my uncles and all them joined her. And they're like, "Get out of there!" And we're like, "What the fuck?" So we went over there to my mom and them, and they were all freaking out. And they're like, "Are you guys okay?" And I'm looking over and I start looking at my cousin, and this motherfucker's turning red, rash so we was running through poison ivy and oak, right?
Nice.
Like a huge thing of it at the lake, like right there on the sideline of it or whatever.
Rolling around in it, putting it in your face.
Yeah, so he starts sitting there. He's like, "Something's wrong," and he was scratching his head like everywhere he didn't grab. That motherfucker was on it. Like they had to hold his hands off of him, you know what I mean? Because he was making himself bleed. And took him straight to the hospital. He stuck him in this liquid, like basically dipped him in this.
Calamine.
The only place I get poison ivy in the nose is on my fingers. That was it.
None of it got off.
Yeah,
none
mine
of it
usually don't
affected me.
spread either.
It don't affect me. I was at Caden's grandma's house, right? And for some reason they got a nice yard, and then in this other section, because it's wraps around the house, right? And there's this small section on the side of the house. The yard section is just poison ivy and stuff. You know what I mean? Just there. And when I would go to his house and stuff, I would always cut through the little side part right there and cut through there, right? And freaking, one day his grandpa saw me. And he goes, "Oh my God, Mama, get the whatever stuff," you know what I mean?
Calamine.
Yeah, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on, get out of there. You're going to regret it." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then Caden came out, and he was like, "What's going on?" And he goes, "He's about to break out and have a bad day." And he was like, "Nah, man, it's okay. He's already done this before. I was tripping too, but it don't affect him." And they were tripping out. They were like, "What?"
So what the fuck am I looking at?
From my angle of curtain. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go.
It's not that gas plant.
What? The one with the red light?
Oh, that big light down there. That's a complex of lights. What is that?
That's the
So that's the
casino.
casino.
Oh, it's a casino?
Yep.
Okay.
And then at the right angle.
I'm never looking at this angle of things at night.
Yeah, I don't look that way too much anymore because
Ain't
they
much going
sore
on.
thumbed it.
Yeah, they got big,
Like-
bright fucking lights out there.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that was there. I'm never looking that way. Fuck. Ain't nothing to see over there, though.
Yeah. Usually all the good stuff happens either like there's some over here that happens some action. Usually it's pretty steady and just bright lighted. But usually it's back this way
Yeah.
and toward that way.
I kept,
where you see
yeah,
the
I
good
kept
stuff.
seeing that one motherfucker
Yeah.
lighting up in the middle of the sky last night again and vanishing. I was like, thinking it was a star for a minute, and I was like, nope.
Oh, one of them came out this way. You know that one that sits out here, those two?
Huh?
That when I come out and stuff and they come closer and stuff. It came closer, but this motherfucker went down and it was just like
Ground level.
yeah, it looked like it was on the ground. You could see the light bouncing off the ground. And I was like, he's gotta be at least 8 feet off the ground. Like it was bright too. You know what I mean? Like lit up back there and it was not like I know this whole area. And there ain't nothing there that should be there. But I know that light.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes later and stuff, it was like midway up, and then it came up again, and rose up slowly.
We
But surely.
drove that whole length to the loop road all the way in the daytime. It's like I drove it at night and it didn't look the same.
So I know over here, this one right here is only there. He started popping up not too long ago, but now it's every night that you'll see it over there where you park.
Mhm.
There's a light. There's one of them that sits out there.
Yeah.
And
I
I've
think that's
noticed
'cause
when
he
you're
knows I'm
here.
out there.
Yeah, I noticed when you're here, he's not as close as he is when you're parked here. Like he'll be like right there by the mailbox, like at the freeway, right above the freeway. That close, right? Like you just like damn near looks like he's above the mailboxes.
Mm-hmm.
And but when you come and stay and stuff, he goes further back. I've noticed that. I need to get my fucking cameras all in order. But yeah. And there's this other one that it comes out too, but it's a different kind
No,
of light.
we're on his ranch. Actually, we left the res yesterday or the day before. I think day before.
Now you're on the new range.
On the first, first day. They got a lot of stuff to do up there. We've been up there 4 months bugging him. It's his time to go hunting with his dogs and hanging out in Kivas with his friends and family. And it was delivered too, huh? Tattoo Billy. God, that sounds familiar, but it's probably 10 Tattoo Billies. Yeah, we're down here at Mike and Cheyenne's, hanging out with Kifferton and neighbor Paul. Did his mom eat her soup?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She like that?
Mm,
Okay.
that's her favorite right there.
She's like, you don't know how healthy this is for you, Paul.
There's some good food. I got lentils and red and green and all kinds of beans. We're going to have soup in the winter. I stocked that up. I just didn't have a 2-gallon pot. Seamus threw my last one away. I'd had it in the trash can, draining from the old soup, Didn't want to have to scrape all that shit out. I was like, and then fucking it da throws away the fucking pan in the trash can. He didn't. I mean, he's new. What can I say?
Lighten up the sky up there.
No, it's just the moon.
Hmm.
You just can't see it at the
It's
moment.
not the moon.
No, there's that right there, that light. But I'm saying the majority of that glow right there is from the moon.
I'm seeing a couple of little odd ones down here, like that one. That he's going red to white, and then he'll disappear. He'll get bright. To the right of the flashing red one,
Yeah.
the one that should be flashing red. You know what I mean? That's a fucking tower for a radio.
Yeah.
Or
For planes and stuff.
yeah, I could see that.
Moon's
That's
coming.
probably fucking what 30 miles away.
Yep.
I can see that very clearly. That red light should be flashing red. This is very familiar. It almost looks like the. Well, you can't see them very well from here, can you?
Well, from my angle, it's flashing good.
No, I was looking for the windmills.
Oh,
They flash.
Yeah.
You can see them down there real good from the
Yeah.
mailbox.
Well, I'm on the lower side, but at Paul's, you can see them.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Out here, like you could walk 20 foot and your whole terrain look different.
But I mean, I'll tell you what, I can make sense of that's a complex of lights. It
Yeah.
looks like a complex of lights. But what the fuck is this thing over here? That ain't a fucking house. That ain't somebody's fucking house. Now there's two. Now there's two. See? But that goes on all across your mesa, up and down the whole fucking what? It's 20 miles to loop. And then you're another 20 miles out here to the 87. And that stretch right there is fucking crazy at night. I've driven both of them. That's just that stretch along that mesa is really strange.
When I lived out here like many years ago, and that's when we were still living at where my mom's renters is.
Mhm.
That's back when we were still living there. And me and my friend Brian that lived on the other side of the mountain, we'd always drive like back behind these mesas and stuff. And man, the shit you see out there is just amazing.
I found pottery out there.
Yes, you found pottery out
I've been sitting here a couple months now watching. What the fuck is this tiki torch shit?
Found arrowheads too.
there. Not just that, you hear different things too. Like
Yeah.
we'd be out there just trying to figure out what certain sounds were because we never recognized them, you know. So we just made it into a game, like trying to figure out what these sounds are and shit. It started off fun for a while, like with coyotes, this and that, and then there was like other shit. We're like, what the fuck is that? Like, damn.
I can name that tune.
And it's crazy because like a lot of the animals out here, you know, they be reacting and fighting things that sound different, you know.
Huh.
It was like weird. I swear my dog's trying to make some kind of deal agreement with these coyotes. I think he's trying to like tell them like, look, dude, I'm your king, and there's gonna be stuff out here we're gonna have to battle.
Like the Chihuahua Mafia.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I haven't seen those dogs lately, huh? I bet you either someone out there shot them, or someone called it in, you know, pounded them, or animals got them.
If it was Chihuahuas, I say the squirrels fucking did short work on that shit.
Those little chipmunk bastards up.
Yeah, dude.
It is funny, a lot of people that never been to Arizona, right? They'll be like, what the fuck? I thought squirrels and chipmunks were in trees.
Two of them motherfuckers have ripped Chico in half. You
They're vicious.
got a horde of them coming at you, boy.
Those fuckers get big. They get like this fucking long.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
Good meat. Mountain glass. They were right on the river.
Oh, I saw a snake yesterday. He came
They
out
had
and
some
got a
flood
snack or something.
damage.
Did it?
Yeah,
In the house or outside the
In the
house?
house. He was going back inside his hole, so I think he just came out from his little hibernation to get something to eat. Our snakes.
They're right there on
Our
the
snake
river
had
walk
babies,
Yeah, our snake had babies.
so they're in and out the holes too.
downtown Asheville. Oh, really?
Which is
Yeah.
cool because those type of snakes, they
They're
Eat
insect-
rats.
yeah,
It's a,
rattlesnakes.
it's a bull snake.
Mhm. Rattlesnakes don't like them.
Yeah, because these snakes will eat rattlesnakes.
They keep them out the house.
So they keep them like we rarely see them now since we've been letting them snakes stay there.
Uh,
Since they haven't fucked with us, like they'll get like 6 inches from us, and stare at us, and do their little, and just stare at us all looking cool and shit.
I
And then
love
dogs will
snakes.
just sit there like, what the fuck are you? What are you?
I like a snake I know ain't gonna kill me.
Definitely.
Because
Hey.
there are those that could kill you, and I don't want to be in the same room with that motherfucker.
Well, like the good news is like we've known it since it was like a foot long,
Yeah.
and now it's like 4 feet. You know what I mean? And
So
so
It's been
and
eating
it's
good,
been
too.
it's used to us just enough that now we're able to get close and like give him like
Pet it.
1, sometimes 2 good pets, and like he's let us do it a little longer, huh? And then he'll
Mhm.
like skittish off, but he's getting more comfortable around us, and I like that. Cause like now, like we'll be watching something on TV, whatever, and we'll look up, and he's in the corner, posted up, just chilling.
watching TV with
Yeah,
you.
like,
Nice,
he's cool, Like
nice.
the rat should have fucking made an
Well,
agreement
bro,
with us.
living out here, it's a good thing to have rattlesnake deterrent.
Yeah.
Those things are ugly. I had to kill one in North Carolina, big motherfucker.
Patches alerted you for that.
They're real good to eat.
Patches saved my fucking life. I was just walking
It was over
along.
the porch.
Da-da-da. She started
Yeah.
barking like she was going to eat something, wanted to fight. And I looked and I was like, holy fuck, it's a rattlesnake. Yanked her back, gave her to Seamus, said, hold her here. I ran and got my shotgun and fucking blew its head through its ass.
There.
I shredded the whole snake.
So I usually
'Cause I took-
22
That's all
or
I had.
9 or something.
And I intentionally
shovel.
fucking tried to shred the snake because I didn't want to miss. I took it down to its level and shot right at the house. Poof. At the ground level. I didn't want to shoot my house either.
That's why you should use the shovel, cut the head off, and eat it. They're
No.
real good. They're real good.
I ain't as
Down.
young as I used to be. That motherfucker was probably a little faster than I was. I grabbed my shotgun. It wasn't that far. It was the closest thing, actually. I'd had to go digging through my shed for my fucking shovel. It's Venus and the moon.
Like right under it. Not that one, but like touching on the very bottom of the moon, right?
Mm.
There's a little flat impression. And then you can see there's a circular black object right there. Interesting, huh? It's like partly lit up. You can see the outline of the circle, just like the top, but bigger.
Mhm.
The top's bigger than the one at the bottom. It's like right in the center, like
Yeah.
a drop right there, boop, and you can see it.
I see that.
Like they're lined up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way I see it is different. Like when I'm looking at like certain things and images and stuff, I can like split it and then mirror it back, and I can see it different.
I wouldn't.
That's how I notice these. Like those things stick out to me, though. You know what I mean?
Well, if I can't see with my eye, it don't exist. But I can see a little flat spot on the fucking crest.
Yeah.
Like the moon.
And then what I'm seeing is right there, like there's a circle right there, bumped up right there. It looks like the top part.
It's not exactly in the middle. It's just barely on the top part of the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it. I ain't shitting you. I see it.
Yeah.
With my own eyes. I see that. There is appearing to be something else up there.
Yeah, and it's big.
Yep.
Big. It's like to the point, like you can literally see the reflection, like the light reflecting off of it.
No, bro, the big one is fucking our size within lunar distance, but the moon don't never go over that way.
Earth.
Hey, Vigorous, how you doing?
I don't want to do this in front of a window.
We're looking at the moon and Venus. I keep seeing that double crescent where Venus was crescented right next to the moon. That picture on Facebook. And I swear to God, I see it every year. Used for they're saying it's something different every time I see it. And I'm all like, oh my God, social media, fucking crazy.
There's actually 4 of them. Here, look at that. I'm gonna go outside and see if I can get a better view on this. But I see 4. I like these moons.
Yeah, it is. It's busy here. How you doing? Staying warm, I hope. Yeah.
How much did that little doohickey cost?
Well, Glenn's daughter Steph gave that to us last year,
Man, that is cool.
so I don't even know. I know I saw some just like it there in Houghton Depot for about $70. So
That ain't bad.
and they hook right up to the 5 gallon
Yeah.
with that $20 hose.
See, I can go to sleep with the Glock 40 in my hand, you know what I mean? Underneath my pillow, holding it, finger on the trigger, sleep just fine. But I cannot sleep with the propane tank on with some heat like this. Like, man, you're gonna go somewhere and stuff like that, and I've literally not stayed the night because, having it on through the night as their heat, I just don't trust it.
I don't either.
I just
I wake up frequently
yeah.
and check it.
Like even because we our stoves and stuff out here were propane. You know what I mean, with these big propane tanks. And even then, some nights, like there was so many. Like if I was to add them up through the years that we lived here using propane as gas, so many scares. Of waking up in the middle of the night and it all propane because the cat or mouse or some rat turned the knob just enough, or the pilot light went out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just
I've tested this one. Even when I just barely kick it, the fucking thing turns off. 1.
that's awesome.
Yeah. And 2, you can't move the knobs. They're the kind that's set in to position.
So like if they're
It's like a water heater thing, except even better. It's got a low setting that does not move, and it's got a high setting that does not move once you set it. And you actually have to push it in and engage it to move it.
if the light gets blowed out or whatever, does it leak? Like still, yeah, safety shuts off.
You got to push the pilot.
Oh, to open it, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, just like a water heater.
Just like a water heater. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like it's like a water heater, but better.
Yeah.
It actually locks into the settings too.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The plumber.
That's made for indoors.
Yeah.
I just, it's fucking propane. I know.
Yeah. Like lately, I've been really skeptic on them.
I've been heating with my propane over here with the hot pad anyway, and that's cleaner. Because whatever's on my damn skillet gets in the air, fucking smoky every night
from the metals.
From cooking in the metals, heating and shit. That one's ceramic that heats up, so it's not putting off any of that ferro or anything.
Like a wood stove can be dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be just like sitting in the car in the garage.
Just gotta watch it. You know what's real dangerous is warming yourself by it, because at some point you'll be standing around warming your shit and then realize that this was getting warmer, and as soon as you touch it with
Oh yeah,
your
yeah.
fucking
It's
pants will
like
burn your ass.
yeah,
It's like,
when,
ow!
when you're having like a outdoor fire and shit, and you're standing by the fire, and then like your pant just
Uh-huh.
hit. Yeah, you move like that, and it just.
It's like, woo, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And then you
that,
sit on the
that's what we
benches
do,
that are
like
cool.
the wood stove in the house, right?
Mm.
Like I'll be standing there, just standing,
Feel like
and
your
I'll be on
clothes
the
are melting
phone,
on you.
you know, researching whatever, and then me and her will be talking, and then like I get ready to turn around, you know, and my shirt touched me. You know, I mean, like that stove get red hot, and I've actually had a shirt melt
Yeah.
because it was too
I
hot.
blow glass.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
That's why all my
Like-
shirts look like that. Because they're fucking. I was pointing at your holes. All my shirts look like that because I burned it through holes through every one of them.
You know, I'm telling you, like I didn't know like how fabric fucking worked around heat like that.
Yeah,
Like slow time, you know, like
it
through
was a
time and
grade.
stuff, it just eats it.
It does.
And cause I was sitting there, I asked her, I was like, where are these little holes coming from? You know what I mean? Like after a while, you know, I'm like, what the fuck?
Heat.
Like it looked like something was just eating it, yeah. And then they look melted though.
It's all
Yeah,
them
I'm
bong rips.
like, is the moon still out?
Fuck yeah, the moon's still out.
I'm not sure clouds are not.
It didn't jump to the horizon yet.
No, but their damn cloud could have did something. Man, I still got my cannon can full.
I didn't know there was a huge comet. That's Venus right there. The Venus and the moon. I didn't see a comet. Where the hell's that at? Want to see? See semis. So what is all this?
That's the highway.
Light.
Oh, in the sky?
Uh-huh. What the fuck is over there?
Nothing.
Not until Phoenix, right?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
That's south.
Hmm.
We're looking.
Okay.
Southwest, anyway. I know Flagstaff's out that way towards the mountains. I don't see no fucking sky lighting up like that for Flagstaff, and that's
Right?
the biggest city around here.
The trees cover the lights.
And that sure as fuck ain't the moon. Because that shit just started to light up. Oh, you can even see it. I don't think you can see the light in the sky over
There's a
there.
lot of lights.
Yeah, you got a few down here doing some loop light bullshit over in this region too. And you know that ain't fucking Winslow. That's Winslow's the opposite direction over here.
Yep.
Huh.
It's a little nippy.
So, what the fuck is lighting up your sky over here?
I have a few theories.
I mean, that's the direction of Phoenix.
Yeah, but you can't
What's
see
between
it.
you and Phoenix? No, because you can't see fucking Flagstaff, can you?
No, and
No.
Phoenix is way
So what the
down
fuck is
there.
It ain't Winslow, because Winslow's way over here. That way.
Yeah, it's from the sky. It's a little bit bigger than the moon. But it does move sometimes. Sometimes it'll be back here, or
Yeah.
it'll be further up this way.
I'm just, I was just asking
Yeah.
because I just wanted to make sure there's no fucking industrial complex
Oh,
over
no.
here
Nope. That's coming from the sky
or
like the
anything
moon.
like that. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that doesn't happen every night over here either. Sometimes it's up in the northeast.
Yeah, we be having blue sky glows.
Okay.
And, hold on.
I'm wondering who's got a better view of that shit than we do. We're just seeing the light. No, I mean, I know that ain't Phoenix. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure there wasn't nothing between you and Phoenix that I'm looking at.
No,
to
there's
make me
Camp
be
Birdie,
alive.
but it's like down, like, you know what I mean? Because you go to.
Yeah, and it's not as
We're-
big as fucking Winslow.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be showing bigger in the sky than Winslow. I mean, look, that complex right there ain't lighting up shit in the sky.
Right.
You know?
Like Winslow barely does
We
shit.
got a big light. That's the casino down there. That ain't lighting up shit. We're seeing the whole horizon lit up over here. And there ain't no cities there. Where'd the moon go? It's hiding up.
Telemundo.
Moon be hiding.
Yep.
Yeah, we were just discussing the moon looks a little strange, and I can see that with my own eye. Yeah, Venus, it's coming back. They got clouded over. They're back. Fuck, I'm tired. I slept half the fucking day. It's a really fine view. The moon's smiling at us like a creepy little fucking Cheshire grin in the sky.
You want to see something really cool that I like about certain days and
That's
what
normal.
the sun shows and reveals in the sky? Check this out. And this part is interesting and cool. Like, wait a minute, hold up. What's really going on up in the sky? I thought I had to have one of those kid toys to see those things. Remember those when you were a kid?
Mm-hmm.
You had the things, the layers things.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, thank you.
We got a telescope. Big old refractor in the closet. There's rainbows in the clouds.
There's a dark one up there.
And probably a thick cloud in front of the sun. 'Cause, I mean, I see clouds. A bright, blinding light. That's why I don't do that. That's all I ever see is bright, blinding light in the daytime. Man.
I love it.
Shows rainbows and color hues.
Need a laptop on. Need to charge that fucking thing. I think I found that video I've been looking for.
Yeah.
Sent it to my messenger so I can open it up on the laptop and get a bigger view of it. Got like this gargoyle thing. Like hopping clouds. It was cool as fuck. Like literally sitting at the thing like this with wings. And then it perched up like a gargoyle on the edge of this like solid cloud looking thing. It was like clear as day. It was cool as fuck. Like you could see the whole animation and everything of it. It was weird. That's the only way I can describe it. It was awesome. And for some reason, the screen is so light, like it doesn't show like I feel like it should. You know what I mean? It's like dim to me. And it used to not be like that, but it's getting harder to see it. Like even during the day, the brightness be all the way up, and I can barely see the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I gotta get in the shadow to see it. Yeah, it's the clouds are covering everything up. Even the moon and Venus. The clouds are over the moon right now. I can't see anything between them. But I'm old. My eyes are fucked up. Yeah, watching this side is nowhere near as entertaining as the loop light side.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you. There's a lot more activity going on behind us than in front of us tonight. It's all good.
What time is it?
Nighttime? No, I'm just kidding.
7:30.
7:34.
Not with my eyes, I can't. I mean, you're looking through a windshield.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. You're not looking with your bare eyes either. It looks more spectacular on the screen. I don't see the red orb with my bare eyes. No,
Why not?
because it's on the. I see it on the screen, but I don't see it with my bare eyes. It's like a kaleidoscope. So there's diodes repeating inside the camera.
I don't know. Mine does just a blurry video. It don't focus like it used to.
Yeah, I got a $40 camera. It's 2 years old and beat the fuck up.
Now I do got that $450 camera, goddamn. Or how much was that thing?
240.
Yeah, we got it on sale. It was used and stuff, you know. It was a Canon. Well, yeah, I gotta. Paul was showing me how to use it. Yeah, my bare eyes, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what that other thing is. Not like an object. It sounds like some kind of probably a light reflecting.
Oh, it is zoomed in. Not real heavy. See now it's all plasma beings running around up there. Fucking get out of here. It's all tricks of the lens, man. I'm not seeing them dance around with my eyes either. It's Gina Colvin Hill bullshit right there.
Miss water drops.
Oh, they're plasma beings around the moon. Yeah, exactly, Abby. There's pretty clear skies over there. It's a cloud or two. Uh, it's a little more full than it was yesterday. Yesterday I seen it too, setting as a creepy little grin. Venus sitting right below it. The Venus is off to the right of it, but by the time it sets, it'll be right below the moon because the sky is rolling, not just the moon. It was last night, just little thin sliver. It's just a little thin sliver tonight too. It looks like a creepy grin.
You just got a grin like this looking at you, and it's like, well, what your name is.
See it tomorrow morning, rising like a little frown, and do that same cartwheel. What's happening, Nick? Unfortunately, it's so cloudy now. I can't see anything around the moon like it was.
It's not a clear at night like it was last night.
Yeah, it's definitely not a very clear night tonight. I keep it warm, I hope. I can live with warm.
Oh shit. Shit. No.
I'm waiting for your horizon to go dark, but it just isn't. It's just not going dark tonight over there in that spot.
Yeah, lately it's been pretty back to back and current. It's like clockwork now.
Huh. Wonder if that has something to do with the weather and the quake.
It's a good possibility.
Scientists are baffled.
The scientists that they usually never give a name to,
Don't freak out.
just the scientists. Trust the science.
We're looking at the moon and Venus, Nick, obviously. But if you zoom in, see how it dances, you can see those plasma beings that Gina Colvin Hill was talking about. Like in just everywhere. They're coming at us. got the got the zoom view going on. Ain't trying to give nobody nightmares. Oh, Venus rose first. Before the moon. I know, I noticed. I was like, fuck, now it's dancing around. Looks like plasma beings hanging out at the moon. Don't let Gina hear about it. She have a 4-point fucking bulletin going on. Beep, 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 beep. Moon invasion, they're coming for us. So do her little fucking fancy pants dance and shit. What the fuck? What is wrong with people? Oh my god. I think the humans are spiking, Nick. I say as long as Kingu and Orion are up there doing that slow fucking cartwheel that they do every night, everything's good. But today we go from looking at the old Kingu like that to it's gonna be a crazy day. So we're gonna come unlocked from that thing at some point.
Yeah. Talk about a lot of wind.
Yeah, there might be a little wind involved.
That break point.
And shaking and excitement. People shitting their fucking pants. Lots of trumpets sounding off in the sky from the magnetosphere pressure.
Oh, skyquakes.
Uh-huh. I think it's a holy fucking chorus.
Yeah.
The angels are playing their trumpets. You could say that. Mother is an angel. It should go dark, Mike. Your whole horizon is the whole thing. It should go dark, but it looks like it's not.
Maybe it's just got its own position and number right now.
Uh, I've noticed that about your region there, Heather, when I was hanging out with Chad and Danielle. Some days just the tops of the trees got hit. They got hit hard. You can stand down there on the ground and you ain't feeling it. Yeah, I've seen Melican. Yes, I've seen it. And funny enough, if you look in your northern sky at night, you can see that great big fucking shadow up there. It's never crescented. So people haven't been watching it like melancholy. But we have for a few years now. It just got closer, closer, closer. Yeah, I saw where the pier up there in Santa Cruz got tore down by the water. And then in a totally separate manner, I saw where Peru was having record high king tides. Totally separate manner, I saw where in Oregon, California was having really high king tides. But they want you to think it's all localized. And if you notice, it's the west coasts of the world that are having these king tides because we're tapping our brakes. Now they're talking about today in one of these. Let's talk about some clickbait. China could slow the. NASA says China could slow the fucking Earth's rotation with this one
Oh
act.
yeah.
I didn't. I did not click it. I was like, no, I'm not going to click on that shit.
That's where they're coming up with the like.
They're excusing everything that
Like
I've
they're not even trying.
I,
And even the
right?
stuff they put up, like the quality's just they don't even try no more. It's like we know you're bullshit, and they know we know.
No, we
It's like
know, but ain't no
fun.
motherfucking body else seems to.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like a mock to us, you know. It's like, haha, you
If
see
everybody else in the
whatever
world
else
even
can.
suspected half of what we know, you
Shit.
think this system would still be grinding along and meat grinding motherfuckers? No. These governments would have already burned in a out of control fucking flame. They wouldn't be fucking handling this what's coming is them doing it to themselves for cover, man. They're getting in their bunkers.
Yeah.
They're getting ready for the lockdown and crushing of the fucking rest of the people.
Yep.
1/3 of us already has irreparable heart damage, and God knows how many aren't here that would be here if all that hadn't happened. That's coming out in peer reviews, though. We'll figure that out soon. I don't have the numbers. I'm just somebody who can't give any kind of information. And I used to be a Center's investigator and stood down specifically because of the plot to kill off 3/4 of it. I wouldn't know anything about it. Unless you go to my Facebook over there on these links on all my videos, I got a Facebook link. Fucking click over there, see what I was saying in 2019, 2018, 2014. The year I stood down. It hasn't changed. Just took a little longer than I had originally realized was going to happen. Yeah, exactly. People slurp that shit up like pudding. Now it's China doing it. Did you see that Three Rivers Dam? Well, they're going to do one 10 times bigger now. Lurch the whole planet to a stop.
Mm,
Right. There's 3 times more water than all the oceans in the mantle. That's where they put their bunkers. It's right there deep in the crust, right next to the mantle.
somewhere where they ain't gonna hit liquefaction. But
Well,
their
that's the problem.
calculations are a little.
Fucking boiling water come up through them motherfuckers. That's going to result in the elite climbing over each other with lights flashing on and off as the world's fucking shaking its ass off and their fucking
Shake,
walls are
shake, shake,
crumbling
Sonora.
in and
Shake your
boiling
body.
water fucking
Shake,
coming through the
shake, shake.
cracks of the concrete.
Shake it all the time. Go, go. Oh, no.
Boil them bitches like a crab.
Well, right now, we're like a frog in a boiling pot.
That's us. I'd say, well, they're going to get their karma real quick. They ain't going to have the luxury of just sitting around fucking steaming in a bath. No, they're going to fucking go to fucking room temperature to boil. Think like a crab. Hanging out in the bunkers. I wouldn't want to be.
Exactly. That's why I didn't take it.
Yeah.
That's guaranteeing me to.
I'll
not have
never
a
see
chance
the
at that
sun
goddamn-
again.
Yeah, fuck that. And aside from that,
Boiled
fuck.
snakes.
Yeah, I couldn't live with myself. You know what I mean? If I was, let's say that I had decided, right?
Yeah, imagine you and me know
And-
what we did and we fucking took the bunker.
Yeah, like shortly after the locking, right? I would drive myself crazy just in guilt. I couldn't take it. I don't think I'd feel so horribly wrong.
Well, why are you out here telling people now?
Because they deserved it.
That wouldn't bother you? The whole time leading up to it?
It's a different
Just
bottle.
watching the whole thing pull out. Dude, I was out here screaming, don't do it, and it still made me sick.
I know, right? But I think it would have been worse to locked in a. Just I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
With
I
that on
mean,
your
I'm just
mind.
saying.
I don't know.
Imagine having to stay quiet all this time and then going down in the bunker. Dude, you would have ate yourself to fucking pieces before you got to the hole.
That's what
I
I'm saying,
think.
like,
I don't think people like you and I can keep our fucking mouths shut.
no.
I've always heard this. You just can't keep your mouth shut, can you? No.
My
I kind of like the
curiosity
truth to be
offends you.
known. Truth rides over fucking pride, man.
And truth will always stand alone if need.
I'll tell you when I fucked up. I'll tell you how I fucked up. I'll tell you how I suggest you don't fuck up like that. Because, look.
Which is a great thing because that means nothing can have that control over you, which is most people. They're afraid of their little suppressions and little closet hideys that if one person found out,
I watched
they
10,000.
hold it against them.
I watched 10,000 fucking people fold on the fact that the moon's not supposed to do cartwheels, just because somebody come up and said, "No, field rotation, man, it's supposed to." Okay, whew.
And they
without even looking.
Yeah.
If somebody said a fucking comforting word to them, they're like, okay, oh, whew, thank God.
Yeah, that's one of the things that.
And then they'll come back at me and try to explain field rotation, a camera mount fucking program. That's what field rotation is. It's a camera setting. It takes your camera 180 degrees across the sky in a time loop, so it can follow an object.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with what's going on in the fucking sky.
Yeah.
And they want you to think it is. And it's like, no, dude. Let's show you these charts and graphs. And it's like, do you even understand what you're looking at? That is a camera and the way it's moving through the sky. It's following that object. It has nothing to do with the moon doing a goddamn cartwheel while it's being followed by the fucking camera. For God's sake. Wax moon has a definition. Waning moon has a different definition. You should not see both definitions in your sky from your front porch every night. The only way you should see that is if you're flying from New York to Sydney on the goddamn Concorde, which isn't flying anymore. Yeah, enjoy it. It's an amazing. Once you understand what's going on, it's fucking absolutely fucking amazing.
Man, it's hard not to see. It's the beauty of it. Once you see.
I'd hate to be missing this show.
That's what I'm saying. We got front row.
It's been the only thing I could look at for fucking last 10 years. Between Iswal and fucking Null School and my sky. What the fuck? Quake map. I like Quake map. Like my helioplots. We've learned an awful lot since the dungeon. We learned an awful lot together in the dungeon.
Good old dungeon.
I miss the dungeon. I do. How could I not? Fucking A, I do. I miss my dungeon. That's different than regretting leaving it, but I do miss it.
Yeah.
I was just asking the lady down there when we got propane today. I was like, "How much is a spot in here?" She said $450 a month. It's a pretty good price. I told Seamus was driving out. I said that lady wants as much for a month here than we paid for the goddamn whole house in Colorado.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I had to pay electric too.
Jeez.
I know. I was like, damn, lady. It's right there in town. It's convenient. People work in Winslow. They need to live there so they can walk to work, kind of thing. So to speak, yeah, it kind of was a little safe space. Thursday. Oh, you only got a couple days now. That's fucking rough. Good, they got that smart meter off of there. They put one on my house too, but it wasn't my house. It was my landlord's. He said, "Fuck it, let him put it on there." I was like, "All right, whatever, dude." What you gonna do? So now the house is smart. It knows better when I should be using my propane.
Should just wait until the carbon tax kicks in effect for everybody.
Oh yeah, that's
There's gonna be a lot of pissed off people. 8:03.
It's almost bedtime. I'm gonna have to cut the feed, y'all. It's getting to be bedtime. We're gonna have to go walk the dogs down the mailbox too. Well, it was another wonderful sunset. Tomorrow we'll probably watch loop lights again. It's just as damn pretty over on the other side of the sky when the sun's going down too. Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Truth, love, peace, and chicken grease.